We all write our own stories.
Where is Richard? I'd like to speak to him.
I'm here. This time, that's me, the Mero Mero, Mr. Richard Montañez. I'm the guy who helped bring the world the most popular snack it's ever seen.
Are you ready?
I've been ready.
Well, that's a scene from the new movie Flamin Hot, an inspiring story about Richard Montañez, who was reportedly or allegedly a janitor at a Frito Lay plant in Texas.
Montañez channeled his Mexican heritage and helped bring the iconic Flamin Hot Cheetos to market. That's the story. It's a snack that disrupted the entire food industry.
And joining us now, one of the executive producers of the film and president of the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference, the Reverend Samuel Rodriguez. Reverend, great to have you with us here. Tell us a little bit about why you wanted to be involved in this very inspiring story.
Thank you for having me. Well, it embodies three virtues that I hold near and dear: faith, family, and free enterprise. You put them all in a blender and you put some hot Cheeto sauce, Flaming Hot Cheeto sauce, and there it is, Flaming Hot. It's the reason why I was driven to make certain that his story would be seen around the world by millions. It's truly inspiring. If you take the pursuit of happiness and put the Christian faith narrative, combine it, you get Flaming Hot. Powerful story. Yeah, he was a janitor in a Frito Lay plant who, through innovation, ingenuity, and creativity, developed what is now known as the Flaming Hot Cheeto and Flaming Hot everything else. He became the godfather of Latino marketing. But it's truly an inspiring story, from the pit to the proverbial palace.
Yeah, now, let me throw this out there. Some people say the actual story of how they came about may be different from this. That may not affect people because the important part is the message that you're trying to get across that you just went into. Address that, if you would, for a second.
Sure. Listen, we actually referenced it in the movie. Simultaneously, there were attempts by PepsiCo and Frito Lay to develop a chemical formula. It didn't work out. It didn't pan out. It was the idea of Richard to do it in a very more domestic, organic manner. Subsequently, of course, through the processed food industry, became a chemical formula. But it was the idea of Richard. Richard's call to the secretary of the president. Recently, they did a quote-unquote sort of TED Talk, which was truly inspiring, how she affirmed the validity of what we actually presented in the movie. And of course, the CEO, Enrico, received a screening of the film. So I love the meta-narrative of it. This guy comes to Jesus, right? He has a conversion experience, becomes a born-again Christian, and then he looks at his family and says, I want to come out of poverty. How do we come out of poverty? How do we do this? And he gets an idea that takes his family out of poverty, but way beyond that. It really elevated the idea of Latino marketing. What does that look like? What do Hispanics look for in any brand? Faith, family, free enterprise. How about that? These ideas that still undergird the Hispanic American community.
All right, Reverend Rodriguez, tell us where you can see this movie.
Disney and Hulu, simultaneously. First time ever. Do your Google due diligence. First time ever. Disney and Hulu. It's an amazing thing. It's streaming right now as we speak. Flaming Hot.